When we're talking about 3 and D guys, what that means is you need to become a above average 3-point shooter, and not the kind of 3-point shooter where you isolate on your own, you dribble and get yourself open for your own 3-point shot. Obviously, eventually that's the kind of player you will and want to become, but when we're talking about, getting started, getting your foot in the door and getting ingratiated out here, right? I'm talking about getting yourself open off the ball to become a catch and shoot 3-point shooter at first. Because what the OGs are gonna do out here, right? They're gonna get the ball in their hands, they're gonna isolate, go one-on-one or one on however many, right? They're gonna draw the defense to them. Once they do that, it's your job to get open, to get into a good 3-point shooting position, because once they draw the defense to themselves, eventually they will kick the ball out to you. And if you're open, they expect you to make that 3-point shot. The more you do that, the more consistent you are doing that, the better you're going to ingratiate yourself to doing that, because it allows them to show off. It makes them look good when they get that kind of an assist. And then defensively, it's all about making the game easier for them. So you want to get to the point where you're an above average effective defender, meaning they can count on you to make good defensive plays, to bring good defensive energy, to be smart on defense, and to get good defensive stops when they're needed. And ideally, you want to get to the position where they can count on you to be the team's best defender, in that you always defend the other team's best scorer. Because a lot of times, what your team's best scorer will do, right, they'll try to take on the responsibility saying, I'm the best scorer, thus I'm, the best player because I'm the best scorer. That means I should also be guarding the other team's best scorer. The problem with that is that's a huge energy drain. If you can prove to them that you can defend the other team's best player, their best scorer, and you can do it effectively, that saves their body, their energy for offense, so they can do what they do best. They can isolate, they can score, they can show off, they can make themselves look good. The more you allow them to do that, the better. The more consistent you do that, the more you're going to ingratiate yourself to them. I understand how it sounds, that like, you have to sort of be less than, right? You have to be subservient to the better, more experienced players out here. I understand if your attitude is like, that's not what I want to do. I want to be one of those OG kind of players myself. I get that. The thing is, the way it works out here, whether you like it or not, the fact is, the way it works is the closer you get to them, right? The more they see you as their equal, because the more you ingratiate yourself to them, the more you help them show off, the more you help them win, right? The closer they're going to bring you to their inner circle. The closer you are to them, like the more affiliated they feel with you and bring you to them, to their level, that's going to make you more and more of an OG yourself. At which point, that is when you can start to expand your game beyond being just a 3 and D guy. But there is a hierarchy, there is a process out here that you usually have to go through, and you should go through it, because it's going to help you to become the better and best player you can be. And if you're trying to maximize and optimize how to do that, the position of being a 3 and D guy first is the best position to go with out here recreationally.